Happy Christmas! I know it's not technically Christmas yet, but it is December, so I could actually play Christmas music now and no one could complain because it's, Christmas month and Thanksgiving's done and Halloween's done and 4th of July and, it's allowed. I don't actually have any Christmas music that I could play, although I could tell one of my apps to play it, and it probably would play, the standard things, which I may play later, but not at the moment. I'll be traveling tomorrow, or whenever you watch this, who knows. I am pretty excited about that, actually. It's, it's been 2 weeks. I feel so cooped up. But last week was actually a lot of fun. I hung out with friends for probably 4 or 5 days straight. So I was away from home, but not, far away. I could actually come back in the day and get a few things done. So this trip will be California, going back to Cali, and that'll be fun. Haven't been there, I guess, in so long. It's been 2 months. It's just wild. I think, did I go in August? I think I went in August. I think so. At this time, man, the weather's changed. It's going to be cold, of course. I mean, California does get cold, well, depending on what part you're in. It's a tall state. But I will not go running. I'm not even bringing my shoes. I've got shows all 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come home Sunday. So this weekend, no running. But next weekend, I do have a couple days where I can go running. So I will make use of that free time and go running. So that'll be one of the things I do. I won't have a lot of free times, but I have changed the way I'm booking things. I am now booking with miles more often, especially for the California trips, because right now it's 5,000 miles. Let me put it this way. I have 1.1 million miles. So 5,000, okay, that could last a while. But my other trips to Florida, I pay with money and I get miles. So it's one trip to Florida pays for 2 trips to California, I think. Yeah, 2 flights or 2 trips, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So it works out pretty well. But I need to start using them because, it costs me money. I don't want to keep spending money when I don't have to. At some point, you got enough miles, and I think I have enough miles. So I did try to get a new card. Last week, I applied. They actually turned it down, and you have to rotate. You have to get a business card and then a regular card every other year. And I don't really need, all you would get is 50,000 miles, but I wanted to do it before my yearly annual fee came up again, and sure enough, yesterday my annual fee came up, or a couple days ago. So it's now I might as well use the card for quite some time, maybe even the whole year. I guess I just miss those free miles. Now, I'm also flying on American Airlines more because, some flights I don't have a choice. A lot of my Alaska flights connect with an American airline flight after the layover. However, I'm just booking outright American Airlines and taking that to Florida or wherever because the cost is half as much. And I did I still I can put Alaska Airlines as my partner airline, mileage plan. So because they're partners, you can do stuff like that with up to 12 airlines. So they're all part of the One World Alliance. So you can do that. You just don't get as many miles a lot of times. So it does depend on how much you pay for the ticket. And that's one reason I don't like to be solely on American Airlines, is because everything just costs more for upgrades or first class flights or business class flights. And Alaska has the best deals there, but some of their other flights are $200 when I can spend $100. So I'm trying to do that more. In other news, I actually bought, you can't see it, but my Christmas wreath, the lights went out. The battery died. And I thought at the beginning of the season, last month, I put new batteries in and it all of a sudden it's dead. And I thought, and I checked them with even a tester. I thought, oh man, these batteries do not last long. And they're not on that much, but I realized you got to have the corded and powered one. You can't use the batteries for something like that. It just doesn't last long enough. So that was disappointing. And I ordered some colored lights because I don't like to waste money. I don't like to buy frivolous things, but I want to enjoy the holidays some. It's I'm not a Scrooge, so I have one string of colored lights in the background and I have the wreath with no lights right now. But I wouldn't mind getting a few more Christmas decorations. I don't want to have 18 boxes in my storage, but I do want to have maybe one small box. That'll be Christmas. So the wreath and some lights and maybe some garland and something like that. I don't know. the month's going by pretty fast, and I'm going to be gone for 50% of it. But what can you do? Another news, Bitcoin is finally broken through 100K. And I just remember these talks that we had years ago. People say, "How's the Bitcoin doing?" It's like, not too well. And that was when it was probably like 8,000 or something. Yeah, so Bitcoin, I wish I bought more. I told people I almost bought 10 coins. 10 coins would be $1 million today in Bitcoin. Million, yeah. I didn't though. I didn't. I bought other stocks, so that was good. So the other stocks are doing well, but not Bitcoin. Yeah, stocks are doing exceptionally well this past month, and I don't know if it's political. I mean, I guess part of it is due to some pointed positions, but it's just like I can't complain too much because things are going pretty well. So the next trip to Florida is not till January. So yeah, I have like 4 or 5 trips before that, so that's going to be a while. But then January and February got some long spans of time out there. I finished my book, How to Control Alcohol. I mean, I wasn't like a raging drunk, but I just kind of wanted like a little more willpower when it comes to just being, just deciding sometimes like, yeah, you don't need a drink, you don't have to have a drink. Especially on the flights, I was just drinking way too much on the flights, and I thought this isn't good because I can't get anything done. So, interesting book. I'll have a full book review, but I would say it doesn't hurt. It has a lot of interesting things, but in the end, it's like he says, "Oh, you can't use willpower. You would just have to make a decision never to do it again." It's like that's willpower. I mean, the idea of you have to make a conscious choice and decide not. It's just so silly, but a lot of people seem to love it. So if it works for them, great. But I have a lot to say about this book. The guy's dead now anyway, so who knows if he'd say the same thing. I think, yeah, I'm sure maybe the estate rewrites some of it, but it's just some interesting things. All right, that's about it. I can't believe 2000. I'm looking at the calendar. 2024, last month is up on the calendar, so the year is ending in a few weeks. That is just mind-blowing that this year went by so fast. But we got a lot done and got the house sold. It's on here. I had Texas listed to talk about, but I forgot, or I skipped it. Yeah, so that trip went well, and I'm just this past week paying, I still had another gas bill come in. Oh, it's $70. Like, what? But no one was there. How? I mean, there was nothing running. That the hot water heater, I just don't get. And no one was taking showers. I just don't get it. Oh well. It's over. It's over, Johnny. And then the water bill actually had a credit, so that was kind of cool. Like, oh, $16, and they're gonna mail me a check. And she said it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. I said I probably don't need it for Christmas. Just laughed at that. Yeah, looking through all my old emails, if it hadn't been for the pool, the experience would have been a lot better. It was like over $20,000 was spent on fixing that pool, and I just looked at tons and tons of emails that went through these chains that I had forgotten about. I blocked it out. Now it's revisited, and I just thought, wow, I just, yeah, the leaks were the main thing, the filter not working, the spa, everything. Yeah, having to replace a $600 filter, like a portable robot, and then someone said, oh, your robot's broken. It's like, I just bought one. And I looked, oh, I guess it's been 4 years, but just everything, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole different story too. I think I have that planned, but that's not in the Christmas spirit right now. Merry Christmas. We'll do, of course, more videos on the vacation, but for now, my home video is, you can consider this the Christmas letter part 1. Cheers.